Welcome back. In this Geo-Surface Pro tutorial video, we're going to have a quick look at the best fit and also the option to use a manual grade when you're simulating your proposed drainage routes. So I've already populated my elevation surface, and let's just say we're going to draw in a tile main. I'm just going to randomly draw it here. So again, just to reinforce, we always assume that you start drawing at the outlet. If you don't, everything's going to be invalid because the system always assumes that you start drawing at the outlet and the water is going to go to the outlet. So whenever you draw anything, main, lateral, submain, surface tile, doesn't matter, the system will automatically compute a best fit surface for it. So you can see there, the red line there is the best fit surface. And the best fit is calculated based on your minimum grade, your target depth, your minimum and maximum allowable depths. So it'll firstly take your target depth, it'll try and achieve that. And if it can't, then it'll work within the parameters of the minimum and the maximum depth, as well as maintaining your minimum grade. So it'll be very, very similar to the way that your machine control system works out in the field. And that's why this is designed this way, so that you can go to the field and have confidence that what you're seeing here should be pretty similar to what you're seeing out in the field when you actually run these surveys with your RTK. So that happens automatically, and if you do want to make any changes, so let's say we wanted to reduce the target depth and reduce the minimum depth in this case, you can just make your changes in the design parameters and then just hit apply and refresh, and you'll see there that things changed. Maybe I'll make my target depth a little bit deeper, and we should see now that red line will drop down a little bit until it can't. So that's really the concept there, and it's just designed just to show you what your machine control system is going to replicate when you're actually out in the field. Now, the other option is that if you want to also see maybe what a straight grade would look like, or a couple of grade breaks, maybe you're going to be trenching instead of using an automated machine control system, for example. You can also add a manual grade here as well. So if we hit clear, and that'll just get rid of the best fit. If you want to bring it back, you can just click best fit again, and it comes back. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a manual grade line. So at the very simplest, what you're going to do, click on the manual grade, just acknowledge the pop-up, and if you just click on the very first point and the very last point, it'll actually just snap a line between those two, and it'll respect your target depth. So it'll start at whatever your target depth is. That'll become your starting depth, and then it'll maintain whatever your minimum grade is. So in this case, if we wanted to have a single grade, it would be about a 1.2%, but we would be deeper than our maximum depth when we got to around halfway. So what you could also do then is click some of the points along the run, and it'll actually then force it to start snapping to some of those. So that would be sort of replicating using some grade breaks to try and reduce the grade a little bit. And if I just turn off the elevation profile, you can see now something like that. So we've got different segments, and you can see the grade break for each segment. So again, you can use it that way as well if you want to, just to see what your actual grades would look like. And that can be really useful, for example, if you're trenching in a tile main and you just want to know what grades you can use, or if there's a single grade that you can just target for the entire run. That'll help you with that.